welcome back to another banger episode of the Playoff Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Hope you're having a wonderful night. Whatever time you're watching this, hope you're having a great day. You know, my name's Lionel Spacho. You already know that. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. Today, we are here with the man, the myth, the legend, Dylan Thayer. He's an alumni from UMass, director of NERR Hoops, Girls Hoop Series, Prep Nation Series, and Hoop Roots TV. He's the GOAT. He's the reason why many players get, exposure in New England. And, we're hoping that we have a great podcast today. Want to introduce yourself to the fans and the people?
Sir, Dylan Thayer, director of NERR, kind of what he just hit on. Really excited to be here with you guys up here in Maine for the weekend, so thought I'd stop in and check out the Playoff Podcast.
Yeah, excited to have you up here. You're big influence on hoops up here in New England. These kids know that for sure.
Yeah,
they've been a part of your events,
Yeah. Every time there's something going on, Dylan's always sees us in the court. He's like, "Oh, yo, come with us, come make a video." That's how we got that video for the coaches. Like,
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
that was Dylan.
We were chilling, and then Dylan called us up. Was like, "Oh, yo, I need you and Lionel to come act like you're Coach Vin." We didn't go crazy, but like, hey. We went crazy.
I could do some Coach Vin impressions.
You've seen it all. You've seen it all. We low-key got some new ones in the bag, too. Nico, he got violated through SSB, man. It was so funny, bro. I bet you saw it. Overtime actually posted us, too. We were having, hella fun. We turned it up, too. Our whole team, a bunch of other teams came to, chill with us, too. Bro, we were chilling, right? And then Nico is talking trash. What's his name again? I think it's Deshaun, something like that. Vaughn. Yeah, Vaughn.
From OTE.
So he's on the baseline, right? And Nico's present. They're staring at each other. It's intense, right? And then we look over and Vin is like, hurry up! Everyone lost it, bro. And he was just he didn't talk for the rest of the game. It was so funny. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
I saw Coach Vin. I forget what event it was. I also saw you. It was down at Dana Barros. It had to have been April.
Mm-hmm.
But
the Northeast Hoops Festival.
Yes, that one. And I saw Coach Vin live in action. He's definitely a character. He's definitely a coach.
Mm-hmm. Great coach, though.
It's fun to watch, honestly.
Yeah. But anyway, so I guess
to start off.
Yeah, we're the playoff podcast. We're in the middle of the biggest playoff games in basketball when it comes to the NBA. NBA finals are in full swing. We are tonight, actually, as we're recording this, it's June 5th. Game 2 is tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Want to speak on game 1?
Game 1. So, I felt like the Spurs, they started off great, but then at the middle, they were just taking some shots. Because, when I was watching the game, the shots, people were taking were just, in transition. They wouldn't really, take their time with the ball. It would be, there'll still be, 15 seconds left, 20 seconds left, and I'll just see somebody just shoot a three, shoot a mid-range, instead of just, calming down, going to the basket, maybe floater, layup. I mean, I know, a lot of players do that. That's why, the Knicks are really good because, Brunson, takes his time with the ball. Sometimes Wemby does take his time with the ball, but I felt like that game, he didn't really take his time like he usually does. Because, for Game 7 against the OKC, I saw him every time he got the ball, looked at the clock, and then whenever the clock was, at 7 or, 10 seconds, he would attack his defender. I mean, sometimes he did against, what's his name, Cat Anthony Towns. So I'm pretty sure he got an N1 layup. He bumped him. It was tough. I mean, they played great, but they could do better this game.
Yeah.
There's definitely something to improve.
Dylan, who do you got winning? Who's your favorite for the finals?
I mean, I'm a Celtics fan. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Of course,
so
same.
Spurs all the way. I got some hard feelings for the Knicks after last year's playoffs. Listen to some LMA after what was it, Game 5 last year? Yeah. But 2026, 27 season, we're coming back. But yeah, I got the Spurs in 6.
Mm-hmm.
I think tonight they break the streak that the Knicks are on. I want to say they've won 12 in a row. So
yeah,
it's at home. I got
crazy.
The Spurs.
Let's
Wait,
go.
is that MSG? Or is
Tonight's in San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah. So
perfect.
Wait,
first
back-to-back?
game. Yeah, 1st game, two.
Oh.
You go
two
Yeah,
and
they,
two.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, San Antonio's gotta be loud tonight. I think
100%.
I feel like Wemby's gonna come out and have a strong game. He did not have
We need Wemby to pull up in that monk suit again. That monk suit did something,
Yeah.
bro. You seen that? He had like the green. What was it? He had green and then the gray sweatpants under with the little book in his hand. He was ready, bro.
Yeah.
And he proceeds to like drop 30 on him, bro.
Yeah,
we
I don't
need
know.
that
some
again.
nuns too again, bro.
Yeah, we need the
Yeah.
nuns, bro. The nuns pull up again, bro.
Summon them.
Yeah, but Jalen Brunson had a crazy
Oh,
game
yeah,
that
100%.
game.
Yo, he's tough as hell.
He's
Like,
Right now, he is like literally. I'd put him top 5 all time for guards. Like honestly,
All right.
he's moving different, bro.
Yeah, crazy.
No, he's moving
but how many
different.
times did he
Maybe
like?
top
He went
10.
out, right?
Yeah.
What was it? His ankle?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it was
yeah.
his ankle. He went out and he was on the bench for a while. Was in the locker room. Comes back in and then he got hit again.
Yeah.
Um,
Or,
I think it was his leg again.
hyperextended
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, his knee or something like that.
and dude just pushed through it, and they won the game. So
Yeah, watching him versus the Celtics kind of put me onto his game. Brunson, he's
100%.
especially in the playoffs. He's really good. He had some crazy shots. Basically sealed the game. The game one, I think he kind of took over in the last couple minutes. Wemby also kind of, I don't know what happened. There's this
I
one.
think he just got tired.
Yeah, it
bro.
was towards the end.
I
But
feel like they used him a little too much in that game. Usually in other games, what I noticed, they use him at a strategic way. Like they give him certain minutes and then they put Cornette in for like a good 5, good 6 minutes, and then they'll put him back in. Like he just needs that break, but he didn't have that game because he just kind of just started taking some weird shots, got tired, defensively kind of dropped a little bit. Everyone just just started making bad decisions throughout that game and just let up the game. But game 2's here. They got it tonight. 100%. They're gonna get the dub, bro.
you think New York's harder than OKC, like a harder opponent?
in terms of the team or the
And-
atmosphere, because
Well, atmosphere,
atmosphere.
that's no contest.
not
The
even,
atmosphere
bro.
is no contest.
If the Knicks win, New England's
But
gonna explode, bro.
I would say skill matchup.
yeah, I mean OKC wasn't at full strength.
True.
Missing Jalen and AJ Mitchell was. He's tough. I think he's eventually gonna move teams this offseason, and he could be a guy that pops off for 20 points a game somewhere else. But the Knicks they're built really well. OG, Bridges, Brunson, Cat, Josh Hart. I mean, that dude can ball.
Yeah.
It might not show up in
Yeah.
the scoring column. How many rebounds did he have? I think 15.
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
6 steals, something like that. He was plus 22.
Yeah.
That dude just goes out there. He's versatile. He'll switch and he can guard anyone. And whenever the ball is in the air and is gonna hit the rim, you better watch out because he's coming in and he got 15 boards.
They also have that fan base right now. They have such a good culture right now. New York I wouldn't want to go against New York, especially with their fans.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
You see, the home game will be a happy thing, bro.
Bro, MSG is gonna be actually torture, bro. I feel bad for the Spurs, bro. Every time they gotta play there 2 nights back to back. That's worst thing you could ever wish on someone, bro. Those Knicks fans might even bro, they're gonna throw a bacon, egg, and cheese at them mid-game, bro. They gotta be careful out there, bro.
Plus, when you're out, I see what the Knicks fan be doing. They be
Oh my god,
bullying
after the
crazy.
game,
yeah,
bro.
they be if they see you wear a different team's jersey, bro.
No,
I remember what
don't
they
do
did to
it.
They're gonna follow you home,
the
bro.
person who was rooting for the Pacers, and then they ripped his jersey.
Bro.
They ripped his jersey, and then Halliburton called him, was oh yo, I'll give you a free ticket to the game and stuff like that.
I remember seeing
got
that. I remember
Yeah,
seeing that.
bro. Nah, the
W.
Knicks fans did
Halliburton,
him
bro.
dirty, bro.
Bro, Knicks fans are just so passionate about their team, bro. It's good to see though. You haven't seen a fan base like that in a while. So
Yeah.
it's it rejuvenates it.
I'd
It's
be
cool.
scared to be in New York, bro. That's crazy.
They gotta
You guys
clear the
remember
streets,
when they
bro.
started the whole the whole side talk thing?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I
I
remember.
feel like that was a while ago now.
Yeah, it was 2020,
Probably-
2019.
Yeah,
Bing bang.
Yeah.
yeah, Kristaps was still there, I believe.
His dingus
Yo, who's singing
Yeah.
fingers, bro? Oh my, that's an OG clip right there. Oh my goodness, bro. That'd be ball knowledge right there.
Oh
right
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah. Okay. We can. I guess let's give our predictions for the game tonight, and then we can
Yeah.
move on from the finals. I think the Spurs are gonna I think the Spurs are gonna win.
It's
by,
gonna be a close game.
7 to
100%.
10 points is my prediction
Mhm.
tonight.
I agree
Yeah,
with
I
that. I'll
predict
go with
like
that.
I predict maybe like a 15-20.
Oh wow.
Okay,
Okay,
let's go
okay,
with a big
Dylan.
one.
I feel like
I
Wemby's
think
just
the
gonna like.
I think the line is -6.5. I'm gonna give you an exact score because let's just do it. I'm gonna go with Spurs 114, Knicks 105.
Mm. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. I'm liking that.
Lionel?
I feel like I could go. I'm gonna go with JoJo's because that's like it can go either way. You know what I mean? It could be a close game or it can just be like a blowout.
Mhm.
All I need is just Dylan Harper to hit takeover, and then I need Stephon Castle to get takeover for lockdown, and then Wemby just do Wemby, bro. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
That's if those three guys are on tonight, game sealed. I promise you, bro.
You want to
Yeah.
know a fun fact?
What's up?
That event we were just talking about back in April,
Yeah.
Northeast Hoops Festival.
Mhm.
Dylan Harper played in that back in 2023.
Oh
New
snap!
York Reds. Yep.
All right, well that's a great segue.
That is
Let's-
actually
let's get into NERR. So we're full in swing of AAU season now in this summer. So
Yep.
what events have you hosted so far this summer?
We've had kind of like a month off here.
Or I say spring, I should say,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
now we're just now getting into summer. I should say, how was spring
Yep.
season?
So back in March, we did the Junior Elite 75. That was back in Walpole, Mass. We had like Jalen Hazelton, the kid Mason Gill from Connecticut. He went crazy, 7th grader. I don't know if you guys have seen.
I saw it. I saw
you
his
seen the
clips. He's
video?
nice.
That was back in March, and then April we did 2 big ones. We had the Academic Elite 75. That was boys and girls. Bunch of academic programs that were in the building. Amherst College, Williams, Wesleyan, WPI, Clark. Some good talent there. And then 2 days later, we did the Unsigned 2026 event at Clark. We had about 120 guys that came through. With today's day and age in recruitment, it's a lot of colleges aren't really looking at high school guys until the end of the whole recruiting cycle. And like right then was kind of the midst of the transfer portal and everything. So D2, D3 coaches were in the house. We had over 60 coaches in the building. I want to say at least 5 kids as of now have signed with D2 programs on full
That's incredible.
scholarships. Multiple guys that are locked in D3. But that's an event we started last year. We kind of saw the need just with the whole trend in recruitment that kids weren't being fully, acknowledged and valued.
Yeah.
And at that point in time, we felt that we could kind of use our platform to bring exposure to everybody's game. And we had about 80 kids last year, and it sold out days before the event. So this year we scaled it up. We added another court. We brought it to Worcester, so it was more centralized for everybody. We had some kids that came up from Maryland, New Jersey, New York. Actually, a couple that flew in from the West Coast.
Oh wow.
IMG Academy came in with 12 guys. And yeah, it's one of the best events that we do, honestly. And then this month we have 4 events coming up. We're going out to Rochester, New York, actually on Wednesday for the Western New York Elite 75 College Showcase. That's an event we started last year. That people in that area reached out to us and said, "Hey, there's no events like this out here. We love what you guys do. We'd love to have you come out here. There's a ton of talent out here, and there's actually a lot of colleges there.
Oh yeah.
D2, D3 programs. One of the best D2s in the country, Damon. They're right there. I believe Damon's only lost 3 games in the last 2 years, something like that. So we'll be out there on Wednesday for 2027s and 2028s. There's a lot of guys last year that really jumped out to us. The biggest one, Jazar Green. He's locked in at Manhattan now. He's committed there back in like February or March. He's from Syracuse. He was a guy that kind of flew under the radar a little bit. He came to our Western New York event last year, and he actually came to our event in Worcester a couple weeks later. At the first event, he got an offer from Damon. We just talked about one of the best D2s in the country. And then Assumption actually offered him at the one in Worcester. Again, what Assumption's always, one of the most competitive D2s up in this area, and a team that if they don't make the tournament, they consider it a failure. So good program to
Definitely. I think it's incredibly valuable for like players because as you said, these coaches are now sort of waiting and the whole process of recruiting and has sort of changed a little bit. So these environments, it's almost like an AAU atmosphere, but you can have you bringing in these coaches from all of these schools and it gives these players an opportunity to really showcase and change their lives in a day or a weekend, which is insane.
Yep.
So I would say, you're obviously bringing in all of these coaches. What do you think they're necessarily looking for out of athletes to give them that scholarship or to reach out to them?
The biggest thing that kind of separates the levels from, D1 to D3, obviously skill, right? The most skilled guys end up going higher, but toughness, physicality, size is a huge one. Speed. Guys at the D1 level, they play fast, they're tough, they're strong, and they're obviously really skilled. So not only is there a lot of work that goes in on the court, but like you got to really work in the weight room. You got to, be able to keep up. You got to have stamina, but you got to be able to get bumped and bump people as well.
At that higher level, the speed and physicality is just another level.
Oh yeah, definitely. When we went to 3SSB, like some of the guards we were seeing, like talking like 6'4" guards, like swole, like 200 pounds, and we even seen some guy that was 6'10" as a point guard that played our 17U, like our 17U guys, and like just watching that, it's just like a different level. Like everyone's moving faster. They all play above the rim. Like everyone, like even the smallest guards are getting up there. Like it's really a different level of basketball when you get to that stage of competition and like level and like of all the great guys that play out here in the country.
You think that's like changed a lot recently? It's kind of rapidly growing quickly.
Definitely.
I think I've seen a lot more height and sort of positionless basketball come out now. Because these guys who are, like you said, like 6'10" are just getting so quick and skilled at the game. You look at guys like Wemby, you look at guys like Luka, you look at guys like like Cooper. Like they can do all of the things a small guard can do, but they're towering 6'10", 6'9".
I'll probably say like 10 years from now, people who are like mad tall, it wouldn't really matter like the position they'll play. I'll say like Lionel said, the guy who was 6'10", he was playing point guard position in the NBA. They wouldn't really put him as a point guard. They would put him as kind of like a shooting guard, small forward. But then like if you see from now the things like Wemby does, until like 10 years from now on, you could be like, we'll say like somebody who's like 6'11" can probably be a point guard.
100%.
I'd say like if you show Wemby to a player playing in like the 1990s, 1980s, doing these step back threes,
You're gonna think
it's
he's an
like
alien.
that's not a thing. If you were a tall guy back in the day, you were just stuck in the paint grabbing boards. So like
Blocking
the
shots.
game, I feel like has evolved so much recently, and I think part of that is events that you host, giving these players the opportunity to actually get on the floor and play at game speed and not just have their school workouts or do whatever. So I think it's really cool and it's really advancing the game of the sport and basketball itself. So it's really cool.
A lot of it too is just the evolution of the game. The value of shooting threes has changed exponentially in the last 10 years, even 20 years. If you keep going further, it's even more. But the pace of the game too is so much faster compared to what it was just 10 years ago. But yeah, getting back to the topic, we have 4 events in total this month. So we're out in Rochester, June 10th, 2027's 2028's. June 16th, we're in Worcester. It's a girls' college showcase for same thing, 2027 and 2028's. We have pretty much every NESCAC program in New England locked in for that. Some D2s like Bentley and Assumption are definitely going to be there. I want to say there's at least 30 college coaches that have registered to be in the building. So That's going to be a good one. And then 3 days later, we're coming up north this way, Manchester, New Hampshire, June 19th. We're at St. Anselm, 2027 only. We're looking for the top seniors, rising seniors, I should say, in Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont. You guys know any guys in Maine, tell them they should be there. Get onto the NERR platform. We'll be in the house doing all of our social media coverage and putting guys on the map, but there will be plenty of college programs in the building as well. And it just helps to kind of get their names out there. This guy right here, Ding Maywen, he played in that event twice actually. Plenty of good stories from up this way. And then June 23rd, we're in Worcester. Same thing, 2027s only. One of our biggest events that we do as well. It's kind of right in line with the unsigned event we talked about earlier. We get at least 60 college coaches on an annual basis at that event. Sometimes way more than that. I think our record was 85 a couple years ago. So if you're in the class of 2027, you're looking to play in college, you don't have any committable Division I offers, you should definitely be there.
Dylan, what are some of your goals and aspirations for exposing all these great athletes coming out of New England?
We want to, provide the platform for you guys to be seen, however that may be, whether it's through, our social media, which has been growing pretty exponentially over the last couple years. But the biggest thing for me that I truly enjoy is having the direct platform to where you're playing in one of our events, a coach sees you, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden you're committed to play at that school. That's one of, honestly, like the best feelings as someone putting in all the work to make the event happen, seeing it come to fruition for someone. But yeah, and also just, a lot of the kids at public schools, like we were just talking about, up kind of in the middle of nowhere in Maine, they could be really talented. Cooper Flagg, of course, but Cooper Flagg's an anomaly.
Yeah,
but there's kids like that, right, that are 6'5", playing at a random school in New Hampshire or Maine or Vermont, even sometimes even Mass or Connecticut, and people just haven't seen them. And they can come into an event like that, they can kill it, and all of a sudden they have schools hitting their phone that maybe they had none before that. So just providing that platform for you to be seen is definitely our biggest goal.
Yeah. You kind of just, I think, sort of just answered this question, but I was gonna ask you, like, why New England?
Well, it was founded back in 2006 by Adam Finkelstein. He's now the director of scouting for CBS. So it was kind of his vision to start NERR, and he honestly, he built it a lot over the years. And yeah, it's just we kind of linked up a few years ago, and I started running the show along with Zach Sandberg. This has just been our backyard for the last 2 decades. It's actually our 20th year this year.
Epic! Congratulations.
Appreciate it. So, yeah, this is our area, and we've slowly kind of branched out to Western New York.
I was gonna say you're now going into New York, which I think just doesn't make New England, but it's still on this northeast coast. So, but
I was about to say, is New York part of New England? Or
no, New York's its own animal.
Yeah.
Even though Albany is only like 2 hours from Worcester, it's definitely not New England because it's just not. But
are you guys planning to like expand it further than New England, or just like staying in New
England? It's never out of the cards, so we'll see how it goes. We actually have a showcase down in Pennsylvania in July, right before the ZGXL, the last event for that.
So I guess in these 20 years, what's the biggest event you've been a part of?
In terms of overall size, probably the Froshsoft event that you guys came to back in September. That was by far the most kids we've ever had in one Elite 75 event. It was about 200 kids there that night.
Yeah, it was packed.
Yeah, you guys were all there.
Yeah, that was a lot of
kids.
There
was a lot of talent there too.
Yeah.
Like that honestly, like that's the best place to go to kind of just get like a good picture of who's coming up in New England. Most of the guys that are in this year's class, the 2026 class, the guys like Abdou Torre, Quinn Costello, Alex Egbanu, they all played in that back when they were freshmen, sophomores too. So that's like the best place to go to kind of see everything. So yeah, in terms of like overall size, I'd say that.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of like magnitude, I'd say the national prep championship that we run every year, that one's always huge. This past year, Newman, they won against Blair Academy. Blair Academy has Deron Rippey Jr. going to Duke, and Jane Chapman going to URI. He's honestly, like, if I was to make a prediction of A10 freshman of the year, that's who I would pick. He's tough. He missed most of that game, so they were down without him. But Newman just kind of pulled away with it right from the beginning. Quinn Costello went off. Chase Jeremiah, he couldn't miss. I think the team as a whole, they made like, it was absurd. I think they made 19 threes.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that's one of our biggest events every year. It was last year in 2025 we had Putnam Science versus St. Thomas More.
Oh, that's a good game right there.
So that game, I want to say the final score was like 79-71, but that doesn't even like do it justice, because with like a minute and a half left, there was like a one possession game.
Yeah.
And those are two Connecticut schools, so that place was like, the building actually reached capacity, which has never happened at any of those events that we've ran before. So like people actually couldn't get into the building.
Oh wow.
That sounds
Which
like
is
a fun
not
time.
something you can ever prepare for, because it's just, it's a bracket with we had 20 teams in it last year. So the fact that the two Connecticut powerhouses that have been, Jerry Quinn's been at St. Thomas More since the 70s, one of the fathers of prep school basketball. And then Tom Espinosa at Putnam Science, he's been there since, I want to say, 2006 as well, at least somewhere around
That's when I was
that
born.
area.
So I was proud of that. Yes.
Those are two of the best programs around. That both of them have guys in the NBA right now. So the fact that kind of shook out that way, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think like rankings even matter nowadays?
Rankings are all subjective, right? So if you go on our website, if you go on 247's website, if you go on ESPN's website, On3, Rivals, whatever you want to say, like everything's going to be different, right? It's all one person's opinion, group of people's opinions, but don't let that, kind of drive your game, right? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. People could say you're the second best player in Maine. They could say you're the 25th best player in Maine. What is that? It doesn't matter to you, right? Because at the end of the day, you can go out there and you can show what you have, and eventually it'll just all play out. So a lot of people put a little too much stock into rankings, I would say. But you got to do them at the same time. It's just,
I'd say the best story I've heard regarding like that question in rankings, I was doing a private workout with Kenzie Holmes, and she was telling the story about when she was playing with Firecrackers. She wasn't ranked or anything, and I think they went down to, I'd say it was either North Carolina or Pennsylvania. Wasn't ranked, nothing. There was one game, and she went up against like one of the top prospects and played really good, like shut her down. And after that one game from being not ranked anywhere, she was like top 20 in the country. So it's like, it really, I feel like you can't let rankings, obviously you want to be ranked number one. Like I feel like that's your goal. That should be the goal for any kid who wants to, make it to that next level. But I don't think you should let rankings determine your skill value or who you're going against.
They're always fluid too. Like they're always going to change, right? So kind of what you just said, you go and watch Kenzie and she kills it, then you're like, oh, well, she's better than this person who's ranked here, so she should be ranked somewhere in this range. So it'll always change. like Amir Jenkins. You guys
Yes.
know
Yeah.
Amir Jenkins, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He didn't get ranked until December of his last year at Worcester.
Oh wow.
He wasn't a national prospect until then, where we had been watching him for years, and it's kind of obvious when you see him play that he's one of the best players in this area and that can play at a really high level. But he didn't really get that national recognition until he got older.
Yeah.
There's plenty of cases of that. Even
Yeah.
like when Costello, right? He was unranked coming into last spring, and then all of a sudden he just completely took off. Props to him for all the work he put in, but within like a 3-month span, he had all these offers to high major programs. Honestly, the best example of that is Alex Wilkins.
I'm not familiar with Alex.
Alex Wilkins was, I don't think he actually was ever ranked. It's
Okay.
still to this day, if you go on, he's ranked on NERR because we rank New England. But if you go on like the national sites, I don't think he was ever ranked. He got something in that range. I think it was 25 Division I offers from April to June, playing with Middlesex Magic and Under Armour. And he ended up committing to Furman last year. He was the I don't want to get this wrong. I think he was the conference player of the year or rookie of the year for that conference. They made the March Madness tournament. He averaged 17, 18, something in that range. They played UConn in the first round.
Mhm.
They, obviously UConn made the finals, but they gave him like a pretty good game. And he was one of the top transfers in the portal this year. He's going to Kentucky now.
Oh, nice. The portal's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean that's just another example of rankings, kind of.
Yeah.
Another good one would be when Antonio played. What's his name? This was actually recently at that
The
tournament.
kid from
I always forget his name. He played for OTE too. What's his?
Oh, was it back in Dana Barros?
Yeah.
Anderson Diaz.
Yeah, Anderson
Diaz.
Diaz. Yeah, there we go. That game, Antonio went off, and like if you're gonna talk about rankings there, like in that game, Antonio showed that he he really wanted it more. Like watching it from the sidelines, it's like something like everyone wants to see. Like he was going at him, like finishing at the rim, finishing through guys that were like 6'10", 7 like 7 feet, shooting it from deep, step back threes, fadeaway shots, like everything. Like he was going at it. Same thing with Derek too. Derek, another great player. Just like they just had a great game, both of them. And like me personally, that game could like shoot them up like top 20, top like 15, top 10 in the nation, like 100%. And like seeing them like being able to practice with those guys and see them play like firsthand is like great. So we could learn off of it, especially as like young players like me and Israel. We can learn a lot from them, and they can teach us a lot too. And like thinking about it, like Derek's only like one grade above me. So like looking at that shows me like how much I got to get better, and I could just use those guys to like motivate myself and just boost myself up. So like yeah, that's definitely another good example.
I'd also say that's why these events, having as many events as you host, is so important because it gives those players that opportunity to showcase. And I'm sure every time you host an event, you are excited to see who knows what can happen. Pretty much, you're giving the players the sandbox to like do whatever, and some players can literally change their entire lives within a weekend. I think it's such a cool concept and such a cool environment to be in.
Yeah.
The best is when you have a kid that comes into an event like that and no one's heard of them before, and then they kill it, and then from there you kind of just watch your trajectory just go way up. Like this kid Justin Munger from Vermont, he 6'7" kid from Bell's. I don't even know how you say that school's name. BFA, we'll call it. He's playing D2 basketball now, but he came into this event that we're running in 2 weeks in Manchester, and he killed it. And he got onto the radar of a bunch of schools. He's playing D2 now. He's got a younger brother that's almost 7 feet tall. That should be in the building in 2 weeks. So we'll see what he has.
And how has social media like impacted basketball and
I mean, it's huge. I always tell people that if you want to get recruited, you should be on X. X is the biggest platform for college basketball recruiting. Every college coach that I know uses X to find players. That's our biggest platform in terms of following. But that's, that's
Should
the
we
best
download it?
recruiting tool you can find. But it's free to access. Just go on there. You should be posting your highlights. You know, the more you post and kind of just make yourself visible, people will find you. But in terms of like, Instagram's also a big one. It kind of changed in the sense of like, you don't see people posting as many like full game highlights. It's more kind of storytelling or
Yeah.
quick hitters.
I would say, that's my job. I would say I've seen recently, even in this past couple months, the filmmakers and the editors sort of can really, I don't want to say over edit, but sort of take away from the raw game
Mhm.
aspect. So it's more of a fun, like artsy, almost like a music video type of style
Mhm.
video. When I think like on X and on, I'd say even YouTube or something, where you get those full game highlights that really show more or less of like the raw game that captures who the player is instead of just
Yeah, if you're looking to get recruited off your video, those are, people want to see the full game.
Mhm.
They want to see the raw highlights and the actual game footage, not just some clickbait reel
Yes.
on Instagram.
Yes.
There's been, I've had a couple moments where I've seen stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, this kid looks pretty legit. And you go and watch them in game, and
Yeah.
it's a little different.
Yeah.
You're not
So
expecting
that's
like to see.
that's why I think social media is like a double-edged sword, because I think it's very good, but then there's also that end of it. And I'm sure you see it firsthand with how many players you see and witness. So
But it's honestly like, use it to your advantage at the end of the day. It's the biggest tool that you have that's, it's completely just in your hands, free to access, and where you can get seen the most besides being in the gym with people.
Mhm.
A lot of coaches find guys just right on X and Instagram, and then they'll go watch them at their open gym or AAU session. So being as visible as you can on there is huge.
Mhm.
What do you think are like which teams are the best for like circuit plays? Like say you want to get like scouted, you want to go play at the highest level possible. You want to go play for a circuit team. What do you think are the best teams for people in New England to go play for?
um, all the circuit teams they do a good job of getting their guys seen. And at the end of the day, it doesn't. You should put more value into kind of your coach's mindset towards placing you and role on the team. But also like connections with college coaches goes a long way. But just a lot of people, you should be looking for a coach that really values you as both a player and as a person. You don't want someone that just wants to go out there and win trophies and random events, right? You
Mhm.
you want someone that you can connect with on a personal level. Um, so yeah, I mean the
Yeah.
the hoop group and made leagues as well. They do a good job of getting guys seen.
What's something that you think players can do to sort of put themselves in a situation to get better chance or more exposure to get seen by college athletes? Obviously, going to like NERR events and these showcase events is like a no-brainer, but like day to day, what do you think something that a player could do?
Um, I mean, there's plenty of stories of guys that are found by training with people.
Mm-hmm.
If you should always be looking to put yourself in the toughest situations as a player, right? If you're killing it in one spot, maybe it's time to level up, take your game somewhere else, play against higher level people. A lot of times, like the top level guys, they'll be doing training and pickup games with guys that are in college or playing semi pro or former players and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I mean, it all comes down to reps, to training, and just seeking the best places to be.
Speaking of semi-pro, Simon Chadbourne, we be working out with him all the time. He's a lights out shooter. If you ever see him play, I promise you, bro, if he gets any open shot, even if it's contested, anything, he just knocks it down. Like from deep to half court shots are like a free throw for him. Like it's actually crazy. He played semi-pro in Argentina recently, and he got his buckets. And there's a couple of posts of him. I think he hit like 4 threes in a row in one game and led them to, I think, the dub. So yeah, he's been doing pretty good. And yeah, shout out to Simon, matter of fact. So it seems like we're off to a good start, Israel. Pretty good start.
Yeah. What is a sign up for players like to go into prep school? Like their skill level.
I mean, it's all kind of I mean, prep school is not really for everybody, right?
Mhm.
You should obviously the financial barrier is huge.
Yeah.
Prep school is not cheap. It's there's only a certain amount of aid and full spots that
Mhm.
can be given out. So it's kind of just how you if you can afford to go to prep school, then yeah, that's something maybe you'd want to consider. But two, like you know forge your own path. A lot of look at Abdu Torre. He played public school his whole way through, and he's going to Arkansas, top 20 player in the country. So like you know, the level as a whole is different compared to public school. But that's just because, right, like guys are being recruited to play at prep school, where like a public school, for the most part, unless you're kind of
Yeah. It really
finagling the
depends like
rules.
where your
Exactly. Like
where
it
your
depends
school
on who.
is.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, if you're in Portland, right, you're not gonna have a kid from Boston at your
Yeah.
school.
Uh-huh.
But if you're a prep school like Bridgeton, you can
Yeah.
have a kid from Japan
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Nigeria or something.
Yeah.
So like the pool of players you're drawing kids from is it's a lot different.
What I guess speaking on players, not necessarily speaking about prep schools, but what do you think would separate up like someone who's playing at a D1 level versus someone who's playing I guess would say at a D3 level. I know we had Ding on when he just got into prep school.
Mhm.
We called him and he was like the amount of work, like he thought he was working hard and then he went to this prep school and it's a whole nother level of
Yeah.
like 4 workouts a day. You're getting up at like 5 a.m. and all of that. What do you think? What do you think like a difference would be?
Kind of what we touched on earlier, like size, toughness, speed. Those are 3 things, but athleticism's obviously huge. Like a kid like Ding, he can jump out the gym.
Mhm.
There's not, guys like that usually end up at the D1 level, even if they're not the most skilled. Because you take a flyer on a guy like that you can really train him and get him more skilled to the fact that he can come in and really pressure the rim as a lob threat. That's not to say like Ding's a very good player, but like athleticism is a huge thing. That factors into that. But yeah, like the pace of the game, the speed you can play with the ball, overall, just like your build, how tough you are. You can see if you're a smaller guard, it's definitely a lot harder to get to the D1 level. If you're a 6'4" guard, you're getting more. If you're a 6'4" point guard, your chances of ending up the D1 level are a lot higher. So like size is a huge thing too.
How much do you think leadership plays a role in being valued and seen? Do you think skill kind of supersedes leadership, or how much do you think that affects how a recruitment or a process
I mean,
would
if
go?
you're a leader, people are gonna really like that. Like
Mhm.
that's really attractive to college coaches, and especially if you're good in the classroom, that just kind of speaks to your work ethic as
Mhm.
well. Guys that are out here playing basketball all the time, blah blah blah, and they're also getting a 4.0 GPA.
Mhm.
You're looking at that and you're saying, hey, like this kid can really work,
Mhm.
right? He's not only working on the court, but he's also probably staying up late at night, working on his
Yeah.
grades, and really doing all that stuff. But yeah, like leadership, like a guy you can count on to pick up his teammates to run the offense and stuff like that. That's huge, especially, when you're looking for a point guard.
Yep, definitely. I guess, sort of segueing, what state do you think's producing the best out here in New England?
I mean, that's a tough question. I would say obviously like Mass and Connecticut are the biggest states in New England, right? So that's in terms of like overall state size, and like the most schools and everything. Those are where most of the players come from. But there's always going to be kids in New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont. I mean, some like Taylor Bowen was up in Burlington, Vermont. Where is he at now? I think he's going to Oregon now in the portal.
Oh wow.
He was at Alabama this year. And then Cooper Flagg for Maine, of course. And New Hampshire, Antonio Pemberton, Derek Swartz. There's guys in every state. But yeah, Mass and Connecticut, it's just the two biggest states, so that's where you're gonna find the most guys.
Yeah, I had to ask you. We're based in Maine. We're here in Portland, and obviously you guys play in Maine, so we got to ask some Maine questions. Someone who didn't grow up in Maine but hosts all of these events. How do you view Maine basketball right now?
So from afar, like online, it looks phenomenal. Like you guys, you do a really good job of covering Maine basketball, but also like there's a lot of passion that goes into it. And like the high school playoffs up here, honestly, like look like one of the best in terms of just like the way it's covered. And like the kids that are college prospects are really highlighted. So you can kind of get a feel of the whole landscape. The class that you guys are in, 2029, there's some good players. Obviously, you two right here, Carter, Kalon, the kid Quinn up in, I don't know where
Madawaska.
Madawaska,
Basically Canada.
Yeah.
He's up there.
Yeah, some people think Maine's basically just like this other Maine.
Some kid, right? So I was on TikTok and this guy, he goes, "Yo, you're a great player. Like I see you like as like an inspiration for me." And like he's like a sixth grader, right? And he goes, "Yo, where are you from?" So I told him I'm from Maine. He said, "What's Maine?" Oh my goodness, bro. I was like, yeah, at this point, bro, we should just merge with New Hampshire, bro.
Yeah.
Like there's no point. Like there's no point, bro. No one even knows what Maine is, bro.
I think that's why a big saying is like we're putting Maine on the map because like Maine. I was just out in Europe and we talk to people. We're like, where are you from? Maine. They have no clue. I was like, Boston, right above Boston.
Boston.
right.
In practice, bro. Aiden, Nico, and them, bro, they be calling us like, "Oh yeah, soft," cause like y'all got lobsters,
bro. They be like, when we're in Indiana, we're at Canes, right? And they're like, "Yo, you're from Maine, bro. Y'all be walking lobsters like your dogs." Like they be saying like, "Oh, like lobsters walk around with you guys in downtown like it's normal." Like, bro, not everything about Maine is lobsters, bro. You got to go to like Bar Harbor. You got to go where people like fish. You know what I mean? Like they don't fish in Portland unless if you go off the dock. You gotta really go off the dock to go fish. Not that many people do that.
You're not gonna get a lobster from like the Portland.
Exactly. From where we're at, there's too much stuff going on. There's like ferries going by, people on their like little boats. Ginormous yachts appearing out of nowhere. Like,
I think he's jealous, man. You might have to bring him some lobster.
Bro, I think so. He wants some lobster. He just doesn't want to say it. We got to the point, Nico.
Yeah, we should get some lobster on the podcast.
Just live lobster walking around.
I'm not gonna lie. You spoke about high school playoffs here. This is the playoff podcast. It started basically the concept of this was we were only going to really record during playoffs. Super dumb idea. These kids are players, so like we're way too busy. But now it's sort of just continued. We talk about playoffs. We were talking about the finals earlier. Yeah, this year's playoffs. I've never been to high school playoffs outside of the state, but I would say, especially here in Portland, the playoff atmosphere is amazing, and it's cool because how large this state is and how small the population is. Seeing these fans come all the way from pretty much Canada down here to Portland and bringing that crowd, it's super cool. And I think, like high school, if you have culture, you know, kind of going way back to like the Knicks culture and how all these fans are rallying. I think having a successful team, sporting team is super cool because, you know, you just create this culture and it creates these awesome environments.
You know, now that I think about it, what student section reminds you most of the New York Knicks? There's so many. Because the thing is,
no,
that
it's
student
not
section
Wyndham.
only was like that against Sopo.
It's not Wyndham.
Sopo was, I mean, like, sorry, Wyndham was like, they were like chill, but they tried to be mean. You know what I mean? Like, everything they said wasn't offensive.
I think it would be rude to compare the New York Knicks fans to
you're
any
right.
Maine
You're right,
student
you're right,
section.
you're right, you're right.
I don't think all of the student sections combined could even compare.
Nowhere
like,
close.
No, it's not like no competition. But I would say, you know, recently, you know, we now have right now, like, I think Cooper Flagg, Kenzie Holmes, JP Estrella. You mentioned their class. Spencer Booth.
Oh, yeah, Spencer.
You mentioned, Will David.
Will Davies.
Oh,
yeah.
his mom actually works at our school.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
She,
I've been talking about,
she's a great
Oh,
person.
Duncan Robinson.
She tells
yeah,
us
Duncan
all
Robinson.
about Will and like all that stuff. I saw recently he won an award. I forgot what it was though.
It was a conference player of the
Player of the
Yeah,
year.
conference player
he
of
won
the year,
NE10
yeah.
Player of the Year.
Yeah.
He's going to Vermont now.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Davis Mann he's at St. Joe's. St.
Davis
Joe's
Mann.
is going really good.
Hold on.
Silvano.
And then what?
Re-
There's one more. Yeah,
Remy?
Wani, Patia. Who else? There's some OG guys like Will Labor, Ben O'Neck from a while back.
Yeah.
That's OG from like my brother, but he doesn't play anymore. But he was a great player
Yeah.
back in high school.
But anyways, from your scene and you hosting all of these events in New England, how have you seen like Maine improve recently, or have you?
I think that the 2029 class in Maine is tough. We got two guys right here that obviously people are gonna be keeping their eyes on, right? And then Carter, Brathwaite, Kalon Watkins, Ephraim.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Does he play at
Yeah.
Portland?
Yeah, he's at Portland. Yeah,
Um,
state champ right there.
Lincoln Malcor, he just
Mhm.
transferred to St. Paul's.
Yep.
He's now at 2029.
29.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Ollie
then
Higgins.
Ollie
Ollie
Higgins is
Higgins,
going to
29.
Newman,
Yeah, he's at
national
Newman.
prep champions.
Wait, Lincoln's now 29?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
reclassed. Yeah,
Both of them.
both of them reclassed.
Both-
So
and
2029
Ollie?
class is
I
like
didn't-
stacked right now.
I saw that they changed. Okay, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I did not know
that's
that.
a good class
That's
for Maine right
insane.
there.
It's
Anyone
fair.
else? Who
they're
else?
moving-
2029 Maine.
Let's see.
Quentin Pelletier.
Oh,
We already
yeah.
said-
Yeah.
Yep.
You see, we got some underrated ones from our school. We got a
Yeah.
Brown Miguel and Justino
Oh,
Kulavuka.
Justino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just
Those are my
Justino.
guys right there.
Yeah.
Justino Kulavuka.
Shout out to Justino, bro.
I-
Can't forget about him, bro.
I saw, Kalon and Carter. Carter had this one clip. They were at a Made Hoops
Yeah.
event, and he had this one.
He torched
clip.
those
Yeah.
kids. He was moving dangerous.
Yeah.
Hit like a tween spin, pickup, pass, whatever. Bro, he just clicked a bunch of buttons, like some random button. It's like, you know how you play a 2K and you just click whatever button you want, bro? That's exactly what he was doing, bro.
Yeah, it looked tough though.
Nah, it was looking. He was clip farming. We all know he was clip farming, bro.
Just like that, you could tell like the atmosphere they were in. It definitely put him in like in a good spot
Mhm.
because like there was like mad cameras there, and plus they were playing like in front of college coaches.
They were playing up too, right?
Yeah,
they're
16
playing.
U,
They're playing
yeah.
16U.
hmm
Well, they kind of have to because like they
Because of
have, like,
Lincoln and them. Because
Lincoln
they
and
haven't.
Ollie, they have
transferred
to,
yet.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
haven't transferred yet. So yeah.
I mean, overall, we have a very solid class. Like I think it's been a while since we've had such a solid class in Maine. Since like,
I don't
feel
think there's ever been.
Yeah, there's
there's
a-
never been a class this talented. This
yeah, there's
young,
always just
at
been like
least.
certain guys that stuck out, like JP and Jalen, like they stuck out in their class. Cooper, because that was the same class.
Cooper's all
Yeah.
right.
And then he's pretty
Pretty
good.
good.
He's pretty good. And like years back to like what's his
Dom Campbell.
Yeah, Dom Campbell. Shout out to Dom, actually. Both Dom and Demetrius. Demetrius is currently playing D1 football at Miami. Shout out to him. He's doing his thing. And I think Demetrius was at Notre Dame for a while.
Dom.
Or that was Dom, my fault. Dom was at Notre Dame. So both of them went D1, you know.
I
So
think he
a
was
lot of
just
great
at
players.
Howard. right?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he redshirted his first year too. So a lot of guys redshirt their first year.
I would say a question. What do you think Maine needs to improve on, like to produce more of that high level athletes? Obviously, this class is insane, but what do you think? What do you think Maine would kind of do to sort of compare to the like Massachusetts or Connecticut? Let's say.
I mean, it's kind of tough. I mean, Maine's a huge state, and half of it's trees and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Come to
even
more
half, a
NERR
majority,
events.
bro.
Yeah.
Come to more
I
events.
mean, obviously players like putting themselves in situations to
Yeah.
be seen is huge, but like in terms of like the overall, in terms of like the overall, I mean, right now it's 2026, right? In 7 years, there might be like an insane amount of hoopers here because
Mhm.
the number one pick in the draft was from here
Mhm.
last year. So like that kind of brings a lot of
Culture.
attention, and kind of focus on basketball. It's like, hey, I can make it from Maine to the NBA draft to be the first one to get my name called. So stuff like that actually kind of has an impact, on the kind of trickles down.
Mhm,
So like even like the
definitely.
World Cup this year, there might be a bunch of guys from the United States that
Yeah.
are good at soccer in 12 years that were
100%.
7 years old watching it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you ever think about bringing an NER event to Maine to
course.
showcase the talent here?
Yeah, we used to I want to say 2019, right before COVID, we used to do what was called the Maine Open Gym.
Mhm.
And that was where like Dom Campbell was there.
Yeah.
I believe that was before he had went to like the prep route and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, we do open gyms like that in the fall, so that would be something we would definitely consider for Maine. Coming up to Maine and just bringing together. It would probably be open to all the high school ages, but just having something where it's like everyone from the state is in one building, and you can kind of just get a feel of like who's looking to play in college and who honestly really can.
Got some rapid fire questions.
Heck
I
yeah,
know
let's
some
get
of
it
these
going.
might be a little controversial for you to answer, but the first one is who's your favorite NBA player?
Kevin Durant.
KD.
Well, all time Kevin Durant. Right now, Jason Tatum.
Oh.
I mean,
Ugh.
we already know why
Ooh.
Jason Tatum, you know.
Ooh.
These guys, you don't.
I
wanna
mean,
talk, you
you're-
don't want to
you're
talk to
close
these
to-
guys
you're
about
close to
NBA,
one
That
of my
second
bro.
pick sent a chill down my
You don't-
spine.
you
Are
Oh
you
my
guys
God,
not
what-
Celtics fans?
No,
You don't want to talk to them
Never.
about NBA.
We on the
Well,
West
what's-
Coast. We the
what's
Lakers,
going on
boy.
up here?
Bro,
We
they like
Lakers,
LeBron.
bro.
Like,
Lakers.
It's not even. Listen.
It's not even
it's-
LeBron.
it's-
Matter of
got
fact,
bandwagon
I'm not even a
fans
Lakers
up
Yeah,
there.
it's hard.
I'm
It's
not even a
hard.
Lakers
I have to
fan.
deal
I'm
with
a
this.
LeBron fan.
Yeah,
Wherever
getting it
LeBron goes,
wrong.
I go.
that's terrible.
No, that's
I'm not
called,
like that,
If
though. You have
LeBron
to-
goes to the Pistons, I'm a Pistons fan. If he goes to the Magic, I'm a Magic's fan. It's simple as that. You can't argue that. LeBron is
really-
LeBron. LeBron is the team. Le GM. Le coach.
That's
literally-
called a stand.
Bro, I'm telling you,
That's
bro.
what that word is.
Without LeBron, who's the NBA?
See, I'm not really like that, you know. I really
Jordan.
pick a team because like they're just a good team, and I just like how they play. And I've been watching them
So
for a
you
long
picked the
time.
Lakers.
So I picked the Lakers because of Kobe.
Mm.
Like Kobe first inspired me.
So
to,
like in that time period, when you saying you picked the Lakers with Kobe, like when?
Mind you, Kobe was dropping like 80 before you were born, cuz.
I know it was like shoot when
It's
I
like
moved
how
in-
old are you right now?
15.
Exactly. So
it
I'm
was
trying
like-
to
it
think-
was like-
I was
I
gonna
don't know.
say,
It
damn,
was
the
like-
Celtics were good then too, but you weren't even born yet. That was
Yeah.
like
It
2008.
like-
Yeah.
We'll say like 2018. Yeah, 2018. That's when I kind of like was like, damn.
They
man, I
weren't
really
even
like the
good
Lakers.
then.
I
Yeah, they were
listen.
tripping.
I know they were. I know they weren't good, but I was just like, damn, that's a really good team. I really like them. And then like from 2019 to 2020, I was like, wait, hold on. When they got to like that
Oh.
like NBA Finals, right?
The bubbles.
I know it was the bubble. I know
yeah.
people were like kind of like controversial. Were like, oh, that ring doesn't really count. It's a Mickey Mouse ring.
Mickey
whatever.
Mouse.
It is Disneyland.
I mean,
It is.
I'm
It
not-
is.
I'm not really gonna say it's a Mickey Mouse ring, bro. That like, cause like
He
they had
fought
great
for that
teams.
win.
Like LeBron did a great job in that game. He put his heart, his sweat, his tear, like he said against the Cavaliers. I get like he said with the Cavs. Like y'all should give him prop for winning that ring.
Bro.
Like he really did something.
How many coaches has he had in the last 8 years?
I think like
Like 6, 7?
And some coaches actually played with him. Played with him. And played with him and against him. So like
He still doesn't have as many rings as Jordan.
I mean, like I'm telling you, LeBron played against like people's fathers in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like that is like just to
Playing
think
with his
about
own
that.
son.
Yeah.
Like, literally. You think
I'm pretty sure he's gonna play with Bryce too. That's what I'm thinking. Cause like there was a commercial where he did with Cristiano Ronaldo, and they were like, "Oh, the goats." It was like the Nike commercial, and it was like the goats goodbye, and like Cristiano had like the like this card, and they were like, "Oh, you take it." LeBron was like, "No, I'm not gonna retire. Yeah, you take it." And then Cristiano was like, "Yeah, me neither. You take." And then they're just like exchanging. It was kind of like really funny, and then you could see that like I don't think LeBron is gonna retire right now.
No,
It's gonna be like
he was doing that one windmill towards the end of the season. I think that like he can
I
play.
think he's got another year.
At least. He
Nah, I
wants
don't
to get
think
another
a year,
he
bro.
wants
I see
another
like
ring.
2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3. I see
Yeah.
2 or
But
3
the
in the
question
tank.
is, right,
Yeah.
do you think he stays in LA?
I don't think.
I
so.
don't think so.
They're not going to win a
I
ring.
don't think so. I
You're
don't think
just
they
gonna
don't
see,
have the
like-
culture.
You're gonna pull up on Instagram to see, oh, LeBron's going back to the Cavs. Oh,
Yeah, he's.
hey,
I
another
think
chip.
Cavs, and I've heard the Knicks. Like the amount of money
If
he would
he
bring
goes
to,
to New
the
York-
And I
amount
think
of
Giannis
money-
is going to
How
the
about
Boston.
If
Yeah, he should go.
Giannis goes to
he would
Boston,
never- I don't think he could.
You would
I
have
don't
to take
think-
a minimum deal.
the most
so,
craziest trades
No.
out there would be if Giannis goes to Boston, LeBron goes to the Knicks, brings Bronny and Bryce. Oh my goodness. New York would explode. The Celtics fans would become more passionate about the Celtics and more hopeful for a championship. And then like it's just gonna be a battle of like
Bryce
who's
is
better.
not, like, what are we talking about?
Bryce,
He didn't even
just
play-
put Bryce in
yeah,
a corner and just let him
nah.
shoot, honestly.
That's what they do.
That's what I see.
He's not an NBA prospect.
No.
Nah, yeah.
At the moment,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he give him some time to develop.
I don't think he played because like there was so much talent in
Oh
the
my
Arizona
God.
team.
Arizona was
that, like,
stacked.
If he played, I don't think he really got like the minutes he deserved, and like scouts wouldn't really look at him because like you have like players like
Koa Pete,
yeah,
Brayden
Cohen
Burries,
Brain Burries, like it was just too
Dwayne
much.
Aristode.
Oh
exactly.
yeah, Dwayne. And for
Brewster
me,
Academy.
like I would say, like I think Bronny. Bronny. I think Bronny should have stayed an extra year or 2 at USC. I feel like after he
Everybody
had that, like,
thinks that.
yeah, like honestly, like after he had that, like like the heart problems and stuff, like I don't think he should have got like right back into it and then like, oh yeah, declare for the NBA draft because first he went undrafted, which is like not something you want, and then he just didn't do well. Summer league, not doing well at the moment. I mean, he did pop off a little bit in the G League. You know, he got like a poster, some crazy poster off a baseline drive, I think, or like just a rip through punch on some guy, and then he dropped 30 like once or two ice or something like that. But honestly, I just wanted to see him go 4 years, something like that at USC, and then eventually declare for the draft because he would have had a better chance to go higher in the draft and obviously be able to perform better at the highest level. So that's what I saw.
All right, I'm done talking about the James family. So, next question is like, what best gym? Like,
Best.
let me rephrase. Let's say it's.
Yeah, can we hop in on this convo?
Yeah. Okay. First, for him, I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
Best gym to host an event at. Like if you're hosting a showcase or something.
Dana Barros,
Mhm.
of course. Dana Barros. It's the best gym in New England. Shout out Dana Barros. 5 courts. Very nice 5 courts.
Yeah.
Nice concession
Good
stand.
lighting.
Oh yeah,
Um,
100%.
yeah, good concessions. Honestly, like all the people there are really good. Very good people. In terms of like, overall size and quality, that's definitely the best gym in New England. There's nothing that really compares to it. That's why you always see all the top games at Dana Barros.
Yeah.
Courts are nice, always nice.
So
Yeah.
shiny, bro. They're so like it's like when you walk in, like you just genuinely feel like you're in the right place.
Yeah.
When we were there back in September, that was they had just had the courts done.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So-
what I
And it
literally was
looked
just thinking
Yeah.
back to
beautiful,
that. That's
bro.
what
Like,
I
I
was
walked
We were
in,
the
I was
first
like,
ones to use it.
oh,
It was
yeah.
like, whoa.
Yes.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
These things look good.
we were like messing up the courts,
200
bro.
kids
Like,
come.
Yeah.
It's like
she was squeaking all over the
Yeah.
place, bro. Like that.
Ugh.
That event was actually awesome. I like that event. There's a
Okay.
lot of comp too.
Next would be, I think she'd probably say, keep it, I guess you can say high school, if you guys want to answer this. Best high school atmosphere, gym.
Mm.
You probably have some crazy stories. I'm sure you've been to some crazy high school games.
Well, the best high school game I've ever been to in my life was Prolific Prep Montverde.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my God, we
think
were there.
we were there.
We
I
were
think
there.
we were there.
We
Yeah,
were there
we
at
were
that
there.
game. That was actually the best game I think we've all seen in
Yeah.
my entire life.
No,
I wasn't there.
no doubt.
Oh, poor JoJo, you missed out.
You're,
my fault.
you're watching the two. I mean, AJ's. We're gonna assume he's going number one, right? So you're
Yeah.
watching the two number one picks going head to head, and they're also both from New England. I mean, the atmosphere in there, it felt like we were at like the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
bro. Like it was crazy. At one point, this is kind of off topic, but I went to an area I shouldn't have been allowed to go into. Honestly, I kind of snuck in to this spot, and I looked over and like VJ Edgecombe was getting ready to do his announcement to go to Baylor, and he like had all the Baylor gear on, and he was putting the clothes on over it so he could like take the sweatshirt off, and I was like, oh man.
Oh, I should be here.
I walked in and everyone looked at me and they're like, yo, you can't be in here.
pull
Someone started yelling at me. I was like, ooh,
My fault.
my bad.
Pull up Poly Market.
Yeah, right. At this right now.
You should have took a screenshot and posted. Talking about
picture,
something.
bro.
Oh, we got you.
Oh, we got him.
Oh.
Baylor. Post on Instagram like 2 seconds later, bro. Actually, speaking of that, when he walked by in the video of him making his commitment, you can see me dapping him up when he's walking by. You
No
can like
way.
see like,
Bro didn't wash
no,
his hands.
Yeah.
oh no, I didn't, no, definitely didn't. I promise
There's
you,
actually
bro.
a picture I took that there was a picture that I took that Lionel dapped him up during that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Henry was there, and then Uncle Kelvin too.
Actually,
we were all there.
Lionel and Henry did a dunk contest.
Oh yeah, we
like,
did.
the little
We
hoops.
had like actually, you did it.
And I
It was
did,
like I think 2 years prior when what's his name? It was
did,
Israel.
yeah.
I still have the
did,
video.
bro.
Oh, I forgot. I always forget his name. He went to, I think, what was it? Bam? No, he went to Arkansas and played this year and actually did pretty good, but they got knocked out second round in the March Madness. I'll remember it soon. But he played at Kentucky first, then transferred to Arkansas. And then I was
Oh, DJ Wagner?
yeah, DJ Wagner. There you go. I took a picture of DJ Wagner, and then we also saw, I saw the Boozer twins that year when we went to watch AJ and Cooper. Obviously, saw Cooper. Didn't get a picture with the Bansa, but I was like really close to him. But like I was like staring at him. He's like tall as hell. And then who
You know
was
who
it?
was really good in that game? Derek Queen.
Oh yeah, Derek Queen was going crazy.
Derek, like that was my first time seeing Derek Queen in person, and just watching him, I was like, wow, like that's an NBA player, of course.
You
but
peep
that's
his
a
footwork,
lottery
though?
pick.
His
Yeah.
footwork is actually elite for
He's
his
just
level
so
and size.
strong. And
Yeah.
yeah, like he can put the ball on the floor and like really pass
Is he
too.
in New Orleans?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
also there's just one I don't want to sound racist, but so this is one white guy in Prolific Prep that was shooting the lights out that
McNeely.
game. Yes.
Oh, he
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's at
UConn.
UConn right now, right?
McNeily.
No,
he played. Did
What's
he play
UConn?
with
I
Cooper?
think he's
Oh,
on
he's
the
on-
Hornets.
He's on the
Yeah.
Hornets?
Yeah,
Yeah, he played with Cooper at
yeah.
Montverde.
Montverde,
McNeely, yeah.
Mhm.
I think so, yeah.
Uh,
And then there's also this other guy in Prolific Prep. He had like some tattoos on his leg.
Tyron Stokes was on that team.
Yeah, he was on that team as well. What happened? Where's he at right now, Tyron? Is he still in high school?
He's
Yeah.
going
He's
to
going to
Kansas, right?
Yeah, Kansas. Yeah.
Oh, yo, Kansas is about to be looking dangerous next year. They have Vaughn and then Tyron Stokes. They got there's one more guy. I could have swore, and he's like a really high prospect. Like,
Oh,
he's
they
really
have
good.
Malachi something from like Europe.
Ooh.
Oh,
Beats
never
me.
mind. That's
I can't
Arkansas.
even
That's
keep
Arkansas.
track.
Yeah,
Never
there's
mind.
so-
Yeah,
That's Arkansas.
There's so many good players going to Kansas next year. Looking crazy over there, honestly.
But I mean, yeah. Speaking of white dudes, what's his name? Colin Knippel.
Ah,
I have to
Yes.
shout him out. He played with
His
played with
brother's
Cooper
really
at
good,
Duke.
though.
Yeah,
His-
I've seen his
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah, he's playing
I heard
UIBL right now.
yeah,
He's
I heard
going
his
crazy.
I think his brother's taller too.
Yeah.
I wanna say
Really?
he's 6'9".
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I saw that.
Isn't there like 3 other Knipples out there? Like
there's,
just hooping, bro.
There's a freshman, and then there's like a sophomore. Yeah,
Freshman, sophomore, and then I think a senior. Actually,
Yeah.
All right, back to our not so rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
This could be NBA. This could be AAU. Who's like one of your favorite coaches that you see?
Joe Mazzulla.
Joe
Come
Mazzulla.
on.
Yeah,
I mean, I just love his like. I mean, yeah, his aura. Like he's just, if you're not a dog, you can't play for him, and he's gonna give you. I don't know if I can swear on this podcast. so
no. Family friendly over here.
Yeah. He really rips into his guys and gets the most out of them, and I think he's done a pretty good job of that.
I love his media answers, man. I love his question, how he answers questions.
He was like, they said something about like the royal family, right? He was like, oh, you mean Jesus, Mary, and what's his name, and Joseph, and they were like, huh? Yeah. That's the royal family. It was like so interesting, like the things he says, bro.
Yeah, he's a character. He won Coach of the Year this year. If I'm
Yes.
not mistaken.
Was it last year?
Yeah.
No, he won it
No,
this year.
this year.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and the final question I do have on our sheet is if you had to pick a player out of New England, who would you choose? Who you think is going to the NBA out of New England?
So, me personally, I don't want to put that
Pressure
onto anyone.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is
Fair enough.
I will give you a kid that's going to college right now.
Good.
So we won't put any pressure on a 16-year-old. Shout out to the guy that did that back in the fall. Anyways, let me see. I'm gonna go with Abdu, right? Abdu, and there's a few, right? The whole 26 class at the top was pretty good. So like Abdu, Quinn, Lucas Murillo Lucas is so underrated because he's not like a guy that gets vertical and throws down crazy dunks, but he's just like
Fundamental.
so advanced. Yeah, fundamental, but like he's a guy that you can look back at the stat sheet and he'll have like a triple double with a couple steals, and he's big guard. Alex Egbonu too, like that's a kid that he's been one of the best in his age group since he was. I don't like you can go on Twitter and pull up Zero Gravity like Twitter things of him in like 4th grade getting like a ton of player of the games. Like he's always just risen to the level that he's been at. So like don't be surprised if maybe it's a couple years in college and he just continues to do what he does and he eventually gets there. That's a guy like if I was gonna bet on it, I would put money on him just because he's also a really good person.
100%.
Yeah, so that's who I would go with.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. No, that's very respectful. I don't think you should have to put that pressure on anybody. You just had to ask the question. But, I don't know if you guys have anything else. We've been going for just about over an hour now. Or if you want to speak about anything special.
Nah, I mean, I appreciate you guys having me on here. I've been meaning to come see you guys for like a year and do this, so I'm glad it finally worked out.
It's really cool. We love when people are coming to reach out because we have so much fun doing this. This is probably our 15th or 16th episode now together, so it's so much fun, and we love having people on.
Let's get some. I'm a big foodie guy. Like,
just
about to ask that.
Matter of
Right,
fact, we got
right,
two
right.
of those. So first,
Yeah.
like let's ask the NBA one after. But what is like your go-to meal after like a long day of hosting events?
Oh man, so I love me some Jamaican food. I'm not gonna lie. So get me some oxtails, some rice and peas, some steamed vegetables. That's all I need. My boy, shout out Island Vibes over in Westwood, Mass. If you're ever near Dana Barrows, go check him out.
Island Vibe.
Best.
Hey, tomorrow,
best Jamaican food.
me and Uncle might go there.
You should.
Man, y'all
We
better
might
bring
go
me
there.
some, bro.
Nah,
Y'all
I
better
don't know
bring me
about
some.
you.
Y'all better-
Where's the address?
Yeah, you better
West
bring me
Side
some.
I'll give you his IG.
I
It's
bet.
definitely worth it.
And then give us your top 10 NBA players all time.
Oh man.
This could be a group discussion, but actually no, never mind.
Yeah.
You guys, never mind. I can't listen to you.
Darn it!
I can't. You guys
We'll
are
put
like
LeBron in
yeah.
it so we can get that out of
Yeah,
the way.
let's
And then all right, so You gotta put MJ in there. Right?
MJ, LeBron.
Where's he at though?
It doesn't matter.
we're not gonna-
We can't because we know you're gonna.
It'll take forever to put them in order.
Yeah.
We'll put Kobe in there.
Kobe.
Okay.
Wilt Chamberlain,
Okay.
one of the founding fathers of basketball.
Mr. 100.
Yep.
Steph,
Of course. Yeah.
Steph. I mean, I'm a big KD guy, but I can understand if you don't have him in there.
I do.
Fair enough. Magic.
Yeah, he's
maybe.
one of the greatest point guards of all time.
Larry Bird.
Yes,
Mhm.
sir.
Mhm.
Would you say Bill Russell? He has all the.
Bill Russell's the goods.
Yeah. What about?
Coach and player. Wow.
One of my favorite players, like older players, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Mhm.
He's
Oh my god, I love watching Hakeem Olajuwon tape. That man was tough.
You think he's top 10 all time?
He could be.
Yeah.
I mean, you
I-
could
yeah,
sit here
I-
and make an
I think
argument
that-
for a lot of different people.
True. Yeah, you could make.
Um,
Yeah.
I mean, what about Jokic?
Yeah, he's.
I think, yeah, he deserves a spot up there.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
one of the most skilled big men we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Put-
I want to say
Yeah.
Giannis is top 10 all
I
time.
mean,
I'd put him top 15, top
Maybe.
20.
Yeah.
I
Well, if
in
let's
terms
say
of like
if he
pure
like
skill,
if he wins like
Oh, if we're talking skill,
there's a lot of like,
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie.
What is-
yeah.
What?
yeah, if we're talking,
Facts.
okay, well,
The
Yeah.
most skilled player the NBA has ever seen. Like, I'm telling you, no one would ever expect some random guy from New Jersey to pull up and just torch your favorite player on a random Tuesday night. Like Kyrie was like that, bro. And he still is until today. I can't wait to see him play again.
yeah,
I just saw his AAU team at an event last month. New
Epic.
Jersey Roadrunners. They have a kid, Aiden Carter, 2028. He's ranked in like the top 100. Their coach is one of the guys that's kind of been in AAU basketball for a very long time. I'm sure he knows Leo from BAUC. They've both been in the game for years.
Mhm.
probably their coach.
Oh yeah.
his
Yeah.
nephews, his
Yeah.
nephews are good too.
Who?
Kyrie's. two
Kyrie's?
nephews,
Oh yeah, I seen them. Yeah,
Where his
they're like
nephews,
twins too.
Oh yeah.
They're like I don't know where they're from exactly.
they're
but
like really young.
yeah, I think they're class of 2030.
Yeah.
Class 2030 or class 2029.
Really young. That's a year.
That's that
mean,
your grade.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But
Oh,
anyways,
they're in New York this time.
shout out them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Shout
shout
out
out
for
for May
making
Hoops.
it,
Shout out May
man.
Hoops. Shout. Matter
Blue
of
Wave.
fact,
Oh yeah, I guess we can shout out like Isabella Pillsbury.
Oh,
She just
yeah.
got
Absolute
She
bucket
was
right there.
fine,
Yeah.
bro.
bucket right
Yeah.
She was
there.
cooking. She was cooking.
Remember she came to our camp?
Yeah, she came to our like, the MP4 camp.
Yeah, she came to I guess I don't know if you've heard, but we started doing basketball training, MP4
Okay.
basketball training. She came to one of our first ever workouts. She just got shouted out by Maine Hoops as being one of the top players of her grade. She's really, really good, but she was playing with the boys. She like we had two different groups. We had a younger group and then an older group. She was playing up with all the
Where
all
she
the
go to
boys.
school?
Scarborough Middle School.
Oh, so she's in middle school
Yeah.
still?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Absolute bucket, bro. I'm telling you. I'm pretty sure last year when she was in 7th grade, she was playing up with the varsity Scarborough girls for summer league. So yeah, they kind of already seen her talent a while back, and by the time she even touches high school basketball, I'm not sure if there's gonna be any comp to compete with her.
No, she's
nice.
She's got height. She's got
Matter of fact,
speed.
I take that back. Lucy Healy she's still
Yeah.
gonna be in high school.
Yeah.
Kristen's
Yeah.
still gonna be high.
Okay.
She gonna have comp, but she definitely gonna shine though. She definitely
Yeah,
gonna shine.
she-
Next year she's gonna be a freshman, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
I guess the games are gonna be. The games are gonna.
It's
be
gonna be
good.
turned. They're
Yeah.
gonna be turned. They're gonna
Cool.
be turned. Next year gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're good. Do you want to do any shout outs? Yeah.
Shout out to you guys for having me on.
Hey, appreciate you. But shout out to you, matter of fact. Thank you
Shout
for
out, Dylan.
pulling up to the pod. You know, down here in Maine, make sure you go get you a lobster roll.
Yeah. Make sure you get a lobster roll before you
Yo,
leave.
Go get a
Go into
lobster roll.
Portland.
It's gonna
Yeah.
bless your soul, bro. I promise you. Extra butter on top, you know. Yeah. You already know.
Nah,
what's up.
Hey.
appreciate y'all.
Lobster roll with butter is the Connecticut style. Maine
Oh,
is
really?
with mayo. Yeah.
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I personally, honestly, I'm a fake Mainer. I like it with butter way better.
Yeah, butter
I can't lie.
It's just
I
more
can't
like
lie.
you know, it's just better, honestly.
Dip it in butter.
I'll
Yeah,
take
huh.
mayo.
Whew.
Yeah.
I think mayo sounds better.
You think Mainer?
I
Okay,
never
then
tried
you're a real
Mayo.
Mainer, I guess.
Gotta
You're a
gotta
Mainer.
try a Mainer, bro.
But yeah. Anyways, I'm hungry now, bro. I gotta go get food. All right. Yep. Shout out MP4 Basketball Training. Go to mp4basketballtraining.com.
Go cop the merch.
Also,
right now.
if you made it this far, you're really cool. So like or comment or something.
Yes, please.
That's awesome. But thank you guys for watching.
Out there.
We will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.